Before he was cutting and strutting as Brutus the Barber Beefcake, he was simply known as Brutus Beefcake. For today I have from Mattel's WWE Elite Collection Series. This is the Target exclusive Legends line. He is Series 10. He is Brutus Beefcake. This is the third Elite Brutus figure, but the first one to just be Brutus Beefcake. But before we cut open the packaging, let's take a closer look at the packaging. Series 10, True Effects, Elite Collection logo, and there's Brutus Beefcake in the packaging, Legends logo. Is it me, or does Brutus here look like Mr. Perfect? Same thing on this side, and on the back, his titles, World Tag Team Champion, and Hall of Fame inductee. Here's a read-up, pause to read, and the others you get in the line. Diamond Dallas Page, John Cena, Brutus Beefcake, and Big Van Vader. But now, without any further delay, let's get out our giant scissors and let's go cutting and strutting Brutus Beefcake out of the packaging. And here is Brutus, the non-Barber Beefcake, out of the packaging. But before we take a closer look at Brutus, the non-Barber Beefcake, let's take a closer look at all the accessories he comes with. Let's start off with the best accessory first, his entrance jacket / coat. This just screams the 1980s. Actually, Brutus Beefcake in general screams 80s to me. I can't tell if this is zebra print or tiger print, but it's yellow and the stripes are black. It's black around the collar and the lapels, and the cuffs are black. And the best part, as you can already tell, it's soft goods. Next, he comes with a classic WWE or WWF World Tag Team Championship. Unfortunately, this is not Elite. Elite would be shiny silver plates. This is basic, dull, boring plates. Next, he comes with his sunglasses, which should be pretty easy to put on his face. There we go. He looks cool. He was styling, profiling, just like Rick, and before he started styling other people's hairs. And what would Brutus Beefcake be, whether he's the barber or not, than without his bow tie? It's a silver bow tie with a black band you put around his neck, kind of like a Chippendale dancer. And last, but definitely not least, he comes with 2 pairs of interchangeable hands, 1 pair of fisted hands, 1 pair of mic holding hands, or maybe even shear holding hands. Hint, hint. All the hands are wrapped in pink and black zebra print. But now, without any further delay, let's take a closer look at the man himself, Brutus Beefcake. Here is his face. I think that's a pretty good likeness to Brutus Beefcake before he became the barber and went crazy with his wild mullet hair and his psychotic expressions. His last 2 elites that came out was before they started using the True Effects technology you see before you. This one may have the best likeness, but doesn't have the best facial expression when I think of Brutus Beefcake. Obviously, this is before the barber, so he's not crazy. But the other 2 Brutus Beefcake figures, which were the barber, had his classic psychotic expressions. But the likeness, especially when you compare it to this one, is so off. The WrestleMania one looks like him as a cartoon character, and the other one more or less resembles Paul Heyman, a psychotic Paul Heyman. So I'm hoping that Mattel gives us another Brutus Beefcake figure, the Barber. And I don't care if it's a re-release of one of those or a new one. Anyway, back to the figure. His eyebrows looks like they're missing paint, but I heard that's a global issue, so I'm not too upset by that. He has a arrogant look to him, which makes sense because at the time he was very arrogant and heelish. And he has very short, slick back hair. Once again, before the wild mullet came in and was a psychotic barber. But one thing that both Brutus Beefcake and Brutus the Barber Beefcake have in common, his wild and crazy 80s attire. Only Brutus, and maybe a few rock stars, can pull off looks like these, and only in the 80s. He's got pink and black zebra/tiger print wraps on his forearms and hands, and his wrestling tights are yellow and black, and he's wearing big white boots with laces. They did make a chase of this. I was kind of hoping to get the chase. And here is the back of the Beefcake. And here is Brutus Beefcake, all accessorized. And yes, he is wearing the championship belt. There it is around his waist. And I think this figure, with all the accessories on, looks awesome. I'm just kind of upset that I can't get a Brutus the Barber Beefcake because those two figures have risen so high in price, it's not worth it. Heck, even he has risen in price in his short time available through Target. And yes, once again, I know this is not Brutus the Barber Beefcake, but I can still pretend he is with a little customization. And don't worry, it's nothing along the lines of painting or part swapping or anything like that. It's as simple as giving him a pair of shears. I got this on eBay. And it's from a Jakks Pacific Brutus the Barber Beefcake. And the best part about this is the handles are yellow and match his attire. So now let me just put this in his hands and make some minor adjustments to the figure overall. With that added and the belt and glasses removed, now he looks more like Brutus the Barber Beefcake. And he holds those shears perfectly. And until I get an actual Brutus the Barber Beefcake, this will be a perfect stand-in. Here's a quick close-up of Brutus the now Barber Beefcake. Now you can finally go strutting and cutting. But that is it for my review and slight customization of Brutus Beefcake, Target exclusive, Hall of Fame, Elite Series 10 figure. Tell me, what do you guys think? And which persona do you prefer more? Brutus Beefcake or Brutus the Barber Beefcake? Let me know down in the comments below. But until the next review I do, I will see you soon. And if this guy was my barber coming at me with a pair of hedge shears, I run out the door faster than that bell can ding.